Alright, and we're back to the moon. Alright. We have been discussing failure and successes. And the thing that interests me is that the proposition that every success is predicated on, is that the word? Predicated? Before every success there has been failures in trying to achieve whatever that success was. That is an interesting statement, and where part of the discussion is about figuring out if that is true. Another one is just saying, I'm not saying that you should give up, I'm saying that people often do because they think of failure in the traditional definition and get frustrated. Oh yes. Yes. I mean, it is frustrating, right? If you have an intention and that intention does not get fulfilled, it can get frustrating. In that moment, they kind of think that they'll never succeed. I don't know if I blame them. I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't blame anyone for ignorance. I don't think. I don't like blaming people for anything at all, however, so maybe I'm not the best person to make that judgment. I don't know if I blame them, he says, and because in that moment it is their reality. To understand otherwise is to zoom out and see the bigger picture. Last one says, that bunny, it's dead. It's very sad. Got hit by a truck. Right, this is just where we ended up. So, what just happened is that we're at their wedding. And she found a roadkill, and we're wondering why was she caring so much about this roadkill, which is actually what I wondered as well. Why is this such a big deal? Why not just leave it alone instead of tainting this memory? Maybe that is the problem. Maybe it has already tainted the memory. That is why she's focused on it, because she didn't seem like a perfectionist, I suppose. Hey, Suj says, you'll find out. Great, we will find out. Nice, nice. Colgate in on tab says, Einstein defined insanity as not giving up. Is that real? Did he really? And also, wasn't he a physicist rather than a philosopher, semanticist? And that's not quite the quote that I hear flying around. The quote, Nodona says that he did not actually say that. Oh, he didn't? Oh, it's because you read something on the internet. I don't know, but the quote is still interesting, right? It was, it was a physicist, says Colgate in on tap. The quote is not even that either. The quote that floats around is to try the same thing over and over again and expect different results. Right? And I mean, that's kind of the point we're discussing, right? Success is that you fail something and then you try something different. That's the whole point, right? That the success is that you need to try something, fail at it in one way, try another way, and get a better... try getting another result, right? Nodona says also, it's not giving up, it's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Yeah, that's the same thing, says Colgate in on tap. No. Any failure, you learn from any failure. Right? You live and you learn. Anything you do and you get a result, you won't do the same thing again. That's the benefit of failing, right? It's a learning experience. Blasphemous says, sometimes giving up is the right thing to do. I mean, take issue with the word right, like it's somehow objectively true, but I would agree with Blasphemous that some things are not worthwhile intents. Some things, like, for example, pleasing a non-existent god, giving that up, I would argue is good for you. But that's a value judgment. Hey Suj says, I think you don't fail until you give up. Oh, that's an interesting definition. Hey Suj says that the failure is just like what we have been defining as failure is part of the process of success. Well, alright, and it's only a failure when you learn, when you stop, right? The failure, like, no matter how we define it, like if it's a failure of intent, that is when it becomes a failure, when you learn and when you stop. And all the other parts were just learning experiences. Is that the definition you would use, Hey Suj? Or am I putting words in your mouth? I don't want to do that. Blasphemous says, why am I getting eye strain from my new glasses? When I put on my old ones, the strain starts to fade. Yeah, that sounds weird. That sounds like it's explaining your headache. Well, that sounds like a possible explanation to your headaches. If you've had headaches. I'm not quite sure. You weren't clear on that point. Hey Suji says, I think that's a pretty good explanation. Nodrunner says, I think that's common. Glasses takes... Oh yeah, they do indeed. It takes time to get used to it. Mr. Streaming Man. Oh, thank you, Hey Suji. That's a... I don't think I would... I don't know if I would agree. I see the value from like a personal experience, definitional worldview, how you conduct yourself in the world. I see the value, like Nodrunner has been saying, like the frustration and that people often stigmatizing failure and stuff like that. So it might be a good idea semantically to change it all around. But that would also mess up with the semantic structure of the success failure. Well, maybe it wouldn't. Alright, that would actually check out, because like my example before, like if I tried to play a very difficult game and my intention was to try and beat it, my failure first happens when I decide not to beat it, when I change my intention. That is when the failure appears. New as in from this past week, says Blasphemous. That is... I mean, it could be misalignment, right? I've never had the problem of headaches myself from eyes and stuff like that, but it could be, right, if there's something just a little bit off with them. I can imagining that happen. Could be just placebo as well. I don't know. Kinda weird. Hey Suj says, yes, I agree. I changed the language so that other people get rid of the stigma of failure completely. When talking about the goals, at least. Nodrunner says, I've heard that 2 weeks is considered adjustment time. But I'm sure it depends on the person. Yeah, but it's a good frame of reference, right? So maybe try sticking with it, see how it goes. I can imagine that it takes some time to adjust to new glasses. It's time. I need new glasses. I like that. I like Heisuji's approach to failure and success, though. Like, so definition of failure would be the changing of intent. Well, it doesn't necessarily has to be change of intent. It's like, if I intended to do one thing and change my intent, I can change my intent for many different reasons. And it becomes very fuzzy. It becomes difficult to talk about failure. So, I mean, I can see the societal problem of stigmatized failure, but I don't know if it's maybe instead of redefining what the word in failure means, maybe it's better to start thinking of the process of whatever that process we're talking about, right? If we're talking about, yeah, let's see, if we're saying what is usually called failure, if we say that it's part of the process of succeeding, right? That is kind of what we talked about. Instead of redefining, I don't know how to deal with that, but it feels like redefining failure too much would lead to many other semantical issues. That checks out. Blasphemous says same prescription you frame for the 5th time. Just email. I'll just email him and go back on Monday. Yeah, if it's the same, then it shouldn't be any. Then it could have just been like mistakes. Wait, it's 3, right? I thought these would just increase in difficulty, but this was one of the easier ones. Yeah, I can also imagine that, right? Somebody just putting the wrong type in. Well, do your sight change? Do you see better or worse with the glasses, Blasphemous? It's kind of interesting. Weird shit is going on. Dr. Watts say, you know, it's a fantastic wedding when the mementos are roadkill. Exactly. Hey. Maybe she saw us as a metaphor for the terrible marriage. Wait, was the marriage terrible? So years later she began folding the rabbits because she was reminded of how rotten it was. Or, you know, something equally pretentious. Nice, pretentious. It is literally numbers on a computer. It could be totally a mistake. Yeah. Cool story, Neil. Oh wow, that was not a long jump. Oh. Wait. Is it not the same? Poor thing. What's with all the roadkills today? Don't you look at me like that. Actually, yeah. He swerved. Like, that's why he crashed the car, right? He tried not to kill the squirrel. We'll have to give him that. Like, I suppose he tried not to kill the squirrel. Other than that, most of he's had some pretty fun jokes as well, but a lot of assholery. Smells like a farm. And roadkill. Deactivate the scent simulator or get away from here already. Wait, where are we going? Ooh. Wonder if we could have just walked through the thing? Hmm. Whoa. Don't do it. Don't do what? You know what? Don't not ride this horse. What are you, 5 years old? Okay, I won't not ride it. Yeah. Quit wasting time, Neil. Oh crap. That can't be good. Ah, do something. Don't just stand there. Help me. Help me. Damn it. This was not in the job description. Received note. Dr. Neil Watts. Wait, what is all these notes? Village idiot. That's the note. Alright, so just leave him be. Let him do whatever he wants to do. Oh, where are we? Is this the same place? I don't recognize it. Oh, there he is. Oh, I wonder if I'm supposed to be helping him. Ah. Let's go this way. Heisuge recommends following him. Alright. And I think we'll follow Heisuge's recommendation. It feels like this game it's fairly linear. There's not a lot of extra activities. Wait. Oh? Maybe follow these people first, Heisuge, don't you think? Wait, no, these are not the people we're looking for. These are just some strangers riding some horses. These are other riders, yes. I was thinking that since these were other riders, that they were our targets, but they're not. They're just random riders. Alright, and now I'm completely lost. Oh. Oh. I'm completely lost. Ah, here we go. No? Yes. Well, maybe. Neil is still missing, but he's the village idiot, right? So, is that really a good idea? She should be okay. She's not new to this anymore. But she's never done it by herself before. I'll be fine. I'm not a child. Ah! Ah! River! What's the matter? Let's go. Hey, wait up. Huh, wonder if Neil got off that horse yet. Eva! Alright. This is about 19% more than I can handle. What a moron. Oh, what the corn cob. Move. No WASD. Whee! Oh. So, where am I supposed to go? Follow these people, probably. Wait. Or save him. Probably save him. Yeah, they're just going in circles. Ah. Wait, no. Oh, did save him. Thanks. Ow. Now we go and look for them again, I'm guessing. Wait, where did Johnny go? Are they not riding together? Kinda odd. Okay, where is John hiding? I'm stuck. Feels like I'm running in circles. Oh, square circles. Oh, hey, Suj says, I'm sure you have enough to break the barrier. Oh, completely missed that. Oh, we're just hiding. Alright. Thanks, Suj. Thanks for looking out. Could have been riding there for some time more before actually trying to figure that out. Or before I would have figured that out. I like it when they're easy. Well, that was a short memory. Not much happened. Oh, is the diagnosis certain? Asked John. Yes, we've reached a consensus on the result. Wait. Unfortunately, like many cases of pervasive developmental disorders, this is a rather late diagnosis. Had you known where you were when you were a child, miss, it could have saved you a lot of trouble. Wait, that doesn't sound like... Do you have any books on it? This one is by Tony Attwood. He's one of the specialists on the subject. Alright, we gotta know. Tony Attwood. Yeah. Alright. That's kind of weird. Developmental disorders? Is that the definition? You can borrow it free of charge for now. Just don't elope with it. Thanks, Doc. Now, are you two a couple? Unmarried and without any other current legal affiliation. Yes, I see. Well, I could give you a referral to a specialized counselor if you wish. Is there anything unsettling in the relationship? No. And you, sir? No, it's fine. Nonetheless, sir, you should also read the book, give the book a read. Indeed. It'll help you to understand her condition. I'd rather not? Wait. Why? Why is that? Yeah, exactly. Well, it's your call. Wait. What just happened? In the meantime, there's a thing called equine therapy that might help her. What's that? Well, she'll probably explain it. A ranch just north of here offers it. You can contact them for you. Wait, isn't that for like oh, wait. Equine. Isn't that for like depression and stuff? Mental health, yeah. You just hang out with animals and that benefits your mental health. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, I'm guessing they probably came in like with mental health issues, right? And then they said, well, you've got Asperger's. You're not adapting to your Asperger's, I'm guessing. Jesus asks, is John rejecting information which could assist in understanding? Blasphemy! Yeah, Johnny, what are you doing? What are you thinking? Well, I'm guessing... Well, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. He has his reasons, right? I don't know if that's blasphemy, but... I mean, we saw him earlier talking to... I don't know, like Izzy. Oh man, Izzy. Like when I thought about it yesterday, I felt like, well, which of the characters do I relate to the most? It was like Izzy, and I'm like, oh fuck, she's such a bitch. Oof. Blasphemous says that I like animals more than people. I mean, it depends on the animals, doesn't it? I mean, I don't like spiders. Well, maybe I won't consider them animals then, but yeah, it depends on the animal. I like my cat. Hey, Suj, thought that was funny. Oh, I mean, she is kind of a bitch, isn't she? Blasphemous say maybe not a skunk? Yeah, oof. There are there are assholes within the animal kingdoms as well. And it depends on the people. Like, I like some people more than I like other people. Told you so, she says. Wait, weren't they in agreement? Stuffed toy platypus. I can't believe this piece of atrocity is dated all the way back here. Looks like someone took good care of it. You still got pretty bad taste in animals, though. Stuffed Toy platypus. Oh, alright. You just heard this. Chinchillas are swag, says Hate Suge. I suppose. They're kind of boring though, they don't do anything. They just hang around, pretty much. Excuse me, could you please silence the clock? Oh, thanks. The ticking really bothers her. It's not that severe, I'll be okay. No problem, it's standard policy. Then, wait. Let me get this straight. We're at the, like a psychiatric clinic where we do diagnosis of, like, for example, autism and maybe schizophrenia and, you know, all that. We do those type of diagnoses. And we have a fucking ticking clock right here? Why? Why? Why would you have the ticking clock here in the first place, if it is standard policy? Oh, maybe that's part of the diagnosis thing. If someone gets bothered enough of the clock, that becomes like, oh, they get bothered by this. This is helpful information. Maybe. Wait. Nodrunner says blasphemous. That doesn't surprise me at all. About not liking about liking animals more than people. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me either. Blasphemous asks, what decade are you currently in? Wait, 2020? The 2020s? Are we in the 20s? I don't quite understand. About the ticking clock? Or you mean the story? I have no idea. I think it's... Wait. We can actually check that out. They referenced this guy, right? It can't be too far off in, like, the real time. Can't be too far off in the future. I'm guessing that right now we're a bit in the past in this part of the story. Maybe like 2000s? Late 2000s? 2000 and... Wait, where are we? We're right here. Maybe 2010s? Like last decade? Probably fairly now, I'm guessing. I don't know though. Blasphemous asks. In the game, yeah, exactly, in the game. Nodrunner said exactly, it doesn't surprise him. Yeah. Let's see, but you still had problems with humans, right? It's not society. Well, the two are intertwined, right? Society and humans. Humans create society. Society create humans. Just let me know. Thank you. Oh, I guess that explains the ones in the house. Oh, no, Donna says, no, I mean exactly, the ticking clock is a diagnosis tool. Perhaps. Perhaps indeed. Blasphemous, eh? Depending on the decade, visiting a mental hospital could be quite terrifying. Ooh. Yes. I mean, it is... Well, there has been some debate. We are in disagreement. Some of us says that it's a sci-fi, right? And it's not too far in the future. Some say it's fantasy. We're not in quite agreement. I'm in the sci-fi camp myself. So, and I would say that they have been alive. Yeah, it's fairly, like this here is fairly close to now. Fairly close to now. Could be a little bit in the past, could be a little bit in the future. It's difficult to say. It's difficult to say indeed. Clock ticking? Yeah. Is that the memory? The diagnosis? Wait. No, the clock was the thing. Just a bit longer. They'll be calling for you soon. Actually, part of me wants to think a little bit in the past. Well, yeah, it has to be in the past, right? Since there's still, well... It was written, the game was written like 8 years ago? More than that, maybe. When Asperger's was still a thing, right? Hmm. Oh, that was all of them. Hmm. Blasphemous, eh? So, can you implant memories into someone on how their life pleased God? In... I mean, yes. That's not very difficult, is it? That's, well, you don't even have to implant memories, right? Well, yeah, you kind of can do. A lot of the cult leaders have that. Like, they have that charismatic thing where they implant that type of memories. Yeah, that's not at all that difficult if you have the aptitude and stuff like that. Hey, Suj says, when I heard you say terrifying and mental hospital in the same time, I got PTSD from playing Outlast. I have not played Outlast or watched it. Like, those type of things sounds terrifying to me. I don't like being too scared, I suppose. Blasphemous. Yes, like that. They used to do all kinds of experimentation. Yeah, holy shit. Like, go back just 70 years? And then you stay the fuck away. That's not very long, far back. Maybe even just 40 years, 30 years? We've seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I mean, that's not that terrible, I suppose. Could be worse. No Donner says, I would never want a ticking clock. Yeah, me neither. Like, fuck those. Whoever makes them are sadists. They're sadists, I tell you, man. There are some sadists that implement the ticking sound just to, oh, this is gonna annoy the shit out of somebody. I just know it. Oh man, it's gonna be so great. I betcha. That's totally what happens. And another one says you can totally implant memories. Yeah. I'm just saying that you wouldn't need to implant memories. You can convince someone in the now that their actions please God. Blasphemous says tick tick tick. Rap tap tap. The man in the wall. Hey Suj says yes, and the ticking clocks are always the cheapest. It's a conspiracy, I tell you. It's a conspiracy. Four turns, eh? So, what about this? Oh, perfect. Oh, I'm supposed to click it again. Still haven't learned, have I? Look. I know, I can't believe he once paid to see this crap theater. No, you idiot. Look, we leaped. It's the kid. Only overcooked macaroni. The kid's in the theater all by himself. What a loser. Wow. You go to the theater by yourself all the time. That's different. No one's competent enough to match my taste. Oh man. But that aside, how could anyone last through this rubbish? Blasphemous says, oh no, how dare someone go to the movies alone? /S? What does /S mean? Sigh? No. Sarcasm. Ah! Ooh, I love that. How dare someone go to the movies alone? I mean... yeah, that's so rude. Especially if you have to, like, leave extra seats next to them. Oof. So rude. Hey, Suj says, I'm gonna use that now. I think I'm gonna try to remember that again as well. /S. Simple way to put in sarcasm. I really like that. Note Runner says, everyone knows that the movie theaters need revenue. Oh, here I haven't been to one yet, but it's like they refurnished the whole thing, made it into an even bigger event than it was before, actually, and I think that was a good idea, because these crowded places, how it was, like, I have a huge fucking TV just right over there. And I've got a pretty good sound system. So the theaters here in Sweden, it's not that big a step up from what I have at home. So now they make it more of an experience where they have split it up, and I think they have made it into a restaurant as well. It's like, I think the max is like 8 people, but it's still the same size kind of thing. So yeah. I've only heard about it, I haven't gone myself, but yeah, making it a bigger deal, which actually sounds like a good idea. Whoa, says Hey Suj. And Blasphemous asks, do snacks in your theater cost a fortune also? Yes. Last time I went, that was like 1.5 years ago? 1.5 years ago? Yeah, probably something like that. So I'm thinking it went up. But I was that kind of cheapskate, you know? Just brought my own snacks. Always. Well, that was before. Now I don't eat snacks anymore. No snacks from Madrid. No snacks, indeed. And thus, this movie sucks both on a physical and metaphysical levels. QED. Come on, let's go. What? Oh, right. Why do they have a ticking clock in here? Well, it's probably not ticking, is it? Oh, take this path out. Oh, we flipped. Right. What are you doing? Whoa, wait. I ain't talking to no emo teenager. Now that I think of it, I have no memories of going to the theater or the movies or the cinema or whatever you want to call it in New Zealand. I think they're pretty much same in all the places I've been. No huge difference. I know in Ireland they had a great fucking theater. There was just more like my throne here. We were sitting in thrones, And no, it was super rare that people actually went, so you had like the whole place for yourself often. So I went to the theater often in Ireland. Well, wait, I ain't talking to no emo teenager. Grammar, my dear Watson. Shut up, that's not even a full sentence. Oh man, this only works in written. Like, grammar of spoken word and written word are way different, right? They're completely different things. You don't talk to it the same way you type, write, whatever. Blasphemous asks, everyone in Sweden is a king and sits on a throne. Well, there are some queens as well, I suppose. No, I don't think so, no. But that was, again, not Sweden, that was Ireland. That's part of the UK. In Sweden, I haven't been to a theater like that, I don't think. You forgot the S. Alright. But I mean, that is a system we could abolish. The monarchy. It's fine the way it works in Sweden now. Nobody fucking cares. I think he got away with... He got... No, I don't even remember. I know he got pulled over once, the king. For drunk driving. Yeah, he got caught. I don't know what happened with him, actually. I know there's a video also circulating as well where he's smoking. Well, that was a long time ago. Like, he's smoking and then someone comes up to him with a camera and he's like, "What? Oh, hello." Hiding that he's smoking. And of course the classic, someone went up to him and threw a cake in his face. Amazing. Classic. Well, he was speeding as well, you know. Blasphemous says, you'd think a king could afford a taxi. Of course he could. But he had fun. It was, I think it was like a joyriding, just riding around for the fun of it. New Zealand is part of monarchy, because we're part of the Commonwealth. I remember. The Queen has a say in the economy and stuff like that. I think the Queen has more to say in your country than in Britain itself. Something like that. Well, it's not a queen. I mean, officially it's the Queen, but it's not really. Something like that. I don't recall quite, but it's something like that. Let's just go look for mementos. Still ain't talking to no emo teenager. Double negative. Wait. Did we just feel someone up and they disappeared? Again. What are you doing? That's the third person you removed here. Exactly. What am I doing? It's not like it's permanent. Alright, so maybe not remove the people. Wait, so where's the mementos then? Oh, here we go. Getting stood up? No, that's a Kodak moment. You relate well with your kin, I see. Wait, your kin? Hey, I want to construct him a lady friend. Can we construct a lady friend for him, Eva? No. Aww. Nice. Yeah, I'm curious as well. Blasphemous asks, Sue, have you tried Fergburger? Never heard of it. Oh, it's in Queenstown. World famous burger. I heard of it about it in Sweden before I went to New Zealand. Someone said, "Oh, you gotta try it." When I got to Queenstown, I spoke to this Irish dude and was like, "Ah, you gotta try the burger. Everybody's gotta try the burger." Yeah, I recommend that. If you ever go to Queenstown, try the Ferg Burger. I mean, it was over a decade ago I was there, but I can imagine it's still... I think it's a tourist... Yeah, I mean, Queenstown is a tourist thing. I don't know if you've been to Queenstown. I think it's only tourists. I don't know how many locals there actually are. But yeah, a lot of tourism. But also the burger was great tasting. You know that poking them out of the way like that does nothing, right? Then why complain? I just wanted to explore. Chicken here. Hey Suj, say tourists and the rich? Have you never gone to a restaurant? Hey Suj. Doesn't not the economy allow for that? It's like a burger joint. Like a hamburger bar. Yeah. Not in Queenstown. Ah, yeah, I suppose. Ah. I hate to say it, but I guess I have to nag something out of him again. All yours. At least there's no olives this time. Let's talk to him. Oh, we don't have to. But in general, I like the food in New Zealand. You have pretty good cuisine and local produce. A lot of mutton. River? You were in there this whole time? I waited for you at the lobby. I thought you didn't come. Why did you leave? I thought we were watching the movie together. Oh, wow. Huh? I'm the one who should ask that. What do you mean? We were watching the movie together, and you left. We weren't watching it together. I didn't even know where you were. If you saw me there, why didn't you come and find me? What difference does it make? We were watching the same movie, in the same room. Oh man, what's wrong? Oh shit, this situation sucks so much. Because it's like... she is the butt of a joke that she doesn't understand. Which is kind of sad for her, right? You're so weird. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Do you not want to watch the movie together anymore? Of course I do. Come, let's head back before it ends. Yeah, that's sad. Such an awkward date, says Blasphemous. I mean, yeah. I feel like I should make a clever remark. You feel wrong. Well, let's hope our ride's waiting for us in there. I mean, we didn't see the end of the date. I mean, it started out kind of weird. I mean, he must have become happy, right? That he wasn't stood up. Like, lowered expectations. Like, oh man, I stood up. Let's fucking leave. But then she showed up. Made everything better. It was all just a misunderstanding. 5. 1, 2... No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4... Hmm. 5? Is that it? Yes, that was it. Actually, now that I think about it, I've never been to many dates. Like a couple, I know. Like a dinner and a movie. I feel like going to that type of date with me would be awkward as well. You know, I think this platypus is growing on me. Mostly just for convenience, but hey. Wait, I don't understand. Blasphemous says, staying home is more fun. I mean, some activities can be fun, I suppose. Nicholas's. Come on, dude. Grow some balls. Alright, he's asking her out. It's not that. Look, maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Oh, sheesh. What could possibly happen? Just think about it. Worst case scenario? She says no. Well, you strut on like nothing happened and no one will know and everyone will still think you're cool. But what if she tells someone? Or yells at me? Don't be a little wuss. Or says yes but really means no. Isuj says, oh yes, staying at home is more fun. Burger and chill. That is more fun. Shh, quit worrying. Who would do that? And what if she throws an encyclopedia in my face? I don't even have a helmet. Dear Lord, I'm so not prepared for this. Wait, what? Nodrunner says, I heard Twitch is a dating site. Who here is single? Well, I'm single. I don't know how we would date though. But we're kind of far away, Nodrunner. Also, don't swing that way. Well, I've never swung that way before, I suppose. Doesn't fill me with... With what? What am I looking for? The word I'm looking for. Interest. There we go. Single Pringle ready to mingle, says Isuj. Twitch is a dating site. I think you misheard something. Clean out your ears, perhaps? Oh, yes. Don't panic. Please don't panic. Actually, that's kind of fun. When was that? Yeah, during my... When I had my testing. When I got tested. Like they said, one of the sure facts of... like, it's not really a diagnostic tool, but one thing that happens over and over and over when we diagnose autism is that for some reason they all love The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. There's something in there. There's something in there. I don't know. Dude, don't panic. Straighten your spine and quit being a little wuss. Yeah, you tell him. Everything will be alright, just turn around. Okay? Okay. Nice. Parasocial dating site. How can... I think we have different definitions of what dating is. That can't work out, can it? Maybe. I know what that means. That's when you pretend to go on a date with someone who doesn't know you. Amazing. Oh, right. Oh, but that's not Twitch. That what's that site called again? The one with the people who sell the bathwater. Fuck, I'm so bad at names. That's the site we're talking about. That's the parasocial dating site, not Twitch. OnlyFans. There we go. That's the parasocial dating site. Right? Tend to go on a date with someone who doesn't know you. Yes, OnlyFans. That's the parasocial dating site. Belle Delphine. There we go. That's the one I'm thinking of. She's the most famous parasocial dater, right? I'm pretty sure. Hey, what do you... Shh. Shh, just go. Blasphemous says, I think some women on here will pretend to be your girlfriend for 10 seconds if you give them $1. I mean, if I would ever make this my career, I don't see that happening, but I would pretend to be your girlfriend for 10 seconds for $1. No sweat. It's fine. No, Donner says we should start a store with heating, venting, and cooling called OnlyFans. Nice. Nice. That's actually a very good idea. That sounds just like a hooker, but worse. I mean... Isn't there, like... Prostitution is like... You taking money and using your body to do some work. Like, isn't all work prostitution then? Like, isn't acting prostitution? And if acting is prostitution, like... Or is it just the pretend bit that is the... I don't know. I've never paid for hookers. Is it a job in the job description to pretend to enjoy themselves? I would have guessed that would be like more high-class ones, where it's acting involved. So I wouldn't think so. And what's so bad about hookers, by the way, hey Suge? Isn't that a pretty good idea? Trading goods and services? There are many people who would want those services. Right? I think so. Nothing bad with them, to say Suge. I don't know. Yeah, I heard this. In prison there was this dude, he was obsessed with hookers. He fucking loved hookers for some reason. And he made a valid argument like, brothels should be legalized. State should interfere and, you know, it should be state oversight. Because now, when it happens on the black market, a lot of people get mistreated. No, Donner says it's illegal. Not in New Zealand, if I recall. You have brothels there, don't you? Legal brothels? I'm pretty sure. Doesn't mean it's moral, but it is illegal. And having a brothel, I don't think a brothel is illegal in Swedish. I think it's illegal to pay. It's not illegal to sell. But in Sweden it's illegal to buy, but not to sell. I think that is the way of it. So usually the they have mobile brothels or whatever, you know, escort services that are illegal. And they have to be escort services because of the client or whatever doesn't want to get caught. It's a weird fucking system. That's what it is. Yeah, I don't. Well, I mean, actually, I'm quite curious as well. It's immoral. What does immoral mean? It sounds like an objectivism approach as well. And Heisuji says that yes, brothels are legal in New Zealand. That's what I remembered. Remember walking by a brothel and what the fuck was it? Yeah, they had like signs to the outside trying to get tourists to start working for them. Hey, it's legal, you can earn a lot of money. Get in here. Like, Blasphemous says that in a few counties in Nevada it is legal. Alright. If it is regulated, then there's less room for suffering. I agree, Jesus. Like, I have the same attitude towards drugs as well, right? Like, who do we want to deal with all of this business? That is gonna happen, right? All the business is gonna happen, and there is potential for bad stuff happening, right? I mean, yeah, both with drugs and with sex work, people can get hurt, right? I'm guessing that's why they are taboo. But it would be better with state regulation and oversight. And also, I mean, I would trust them way more than the mafia, right? Who are the people who organize the illegal stuff? They are some unsavory characters that takes those risks. And since they are not regulated, they can do terrible stuff. Since, well, we're doing illegal stuff anyway. Something like that, I suppose. Hey, Suj says, my man. There was a website with a lot of prostitution called Backpage that was shut down by the feds. Sad. Clinical drugs are key, says Hey Suj. Wait, clinical drugs are key. A class drug in a clinical environment. A class drug in a... No, I kind of think like just having a pharmacy, the way I would want to see it, like way in the future, is just have a pharmacy that has a lot of state oversight, where they can sell you anything. It's just every time you go in and buy something, they are required to give a short lecture, like 30 seconds. These are the biggest problems with this drug that you're actually wanting to buy right now, and then you get to buy it. Just to make sure that people are informed what kind of drugs they are ingesting. You don't have to have any clinical environment. I mean, talking about drug addicts here. Blasphemous says, a pimp tried to buy my phone on Craigslist. Alright. How much? Or a phone. Wait. I don't remember exactly how much I was selling it for. This was back in 2010. He tried to offer me his woman in exchange. Oh, wow. I mean, wow. Well, that's the barter system though, isn't it? Fucking pimps. Yeah, and I'm guessing that if it was more state regulated, you could get... I don't know what it looks like today, but I'm guessing that the pimps... that it's... The monetary relationship is probably quite often unfair, I'm guessing. Isuch says, that's crazy. What? What a great deal. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't sound too crazy. It's the barter system. I don't know how, but I would love to have more barter system implementations. It sounds like a fun thing to do. Just bartering. Well, maybe that's just an emotional thing. Now that I think of it, it seems like a bad idea. It wouldn't work out very well, I don't think. People could get ripped off super easily. If I didn't need the money, I would have considered it, lol. That's blasphemous. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, part of me really wants to try a hooker sometime. Like a sex worker of some sort, but at the same time I feel like doesn't feel like me. Like, I've never been into the whole idea of a one-night stand. It feels awkward to me. I am the type of personality who wants to get to know a person first, you know? I can see why people like it, right? I'm guessing a hooker is not quite the same thing because... yeah. Weird experience, I suppose. No, Donner says, I like to barter when it's available. Oftentimes when we're bartering, we're offering something we don't need, right? Yes, we do indeed. Yeah, I bartered. I traded all my... I had some Magic the Gathering cards laying around, but I never played. And then I had a friend who was starting to play Magic the Gathering. And he's a tattoo artist, so he owes me a tattoo. We were gonna do it last year, but then we didn't. So I'm gonna get a tattoo sometime in the future. I mean, among friends and stuff like that, but just having... yeah, I mean, why not? I was just thinking of, like, structuring it in a societal manner, somehow moving bartering into being part of life, but that seems like just forcing it. Blasphemous says, we started talking business and he wanted me to make an escort website for him, but he never got back to me about it. Hey, Sush says, no, I won't take your woman. But do you have any Fergburgers? Oh man, that would take a lot of many phones. I mean, that's just one meal. One meal? Nodona says, when I was a teenager, I traded my PlayStation 3 for a fairly good gaming PC with some guy from Craigslist. Nice. He had built for his girlfriend, but she never used it. Ooh, that is a sweet deal. That is a sweet deal indeed. Very nice. All right, but lunchtime. It's lunchtime. So let's... oh, right. Hello? Let's watch this scene first. Hello? Can you hear me? Yes? Oh, so awkward. Then why didn't you... never mind. That's a cool platypus you got there. What are you reading? A book. About platypus? No. Oh, I think that's great. Hey, you wanna go lighthouses? Huh? Ah, there we go. Lighthouses. There are exactly 16 second-order Fresnel's lens lighthouses in the country left. Nodonor says, I was quite pleased with myself. I got a lot of use out of it. Oh, I can imagine, indeed. Blasphemous says, I sold my 4,000 Alienware for 40 on... Wait, my $4,000 Alienware for $40 on Craigslist 7 years later. I mean, somebody wanted it. That's... I'm surprised you got that much for it. Nodon says, what a great deal. I mean, buying that old hardware, used hardware? Pig in the sack, as we say in Sweden. Pig in the sack. I don't even know how to translate that. You don't know what you're buying, right? Yeah. In Sweden we say that we buy the pig in the sack because you don't know when you open up if there's gonna be a pig or just a bunch of rocks. Something like that. 9 of them were coastal and 1 of them was modified from a historic kerosene lamp lighthouse. Oh, is that what you're reading about? Say you want to go catch a movie together sometime? I don't know. That's okay, I'll give you time to consider it. I can't. Why? There's no date or time. Oh, how about this Saturday at 8? Well? He's considering. Eva, I think the system froze. Yes. Oh, great. Never mind. I guess we'll work out the details later. I'll just... Oof. Well, I mean, considering it went quite alright, I guess. What? What are you looking at me for? ... Think I'm going to call out how utterly awkward that was? Well, just forget it. I'm not giving in to your expectations. Give him a break, he was still just a kid. You, of all people, should relate. Yeah, look at that. What's that supposed to mean? Shut up and go. Shut up isn't my name, you know. I think you called it blasphemous. That was awkward as fuck, wasn't it? But, isn't it usually like that? Well, I mean, not that interaction specifically, but like teenagers are asking other teenagers out on dates. Isn't that always awkward and embarrassing? I don't know. Well, again, so thanks for hanging out and see you next time. Cheers. Hey, just before I leave, Hey Suj says, dude, I remember it being like that. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was like that for me as well. Super awkward. Super awkward. Did not enjoy being a teenager. Alright, but yeah, good discussions as usual, and cheers.